Hey everybody, Rob Booker here. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy week of June 8th. I can't believe these job numbers, how far they go up and down. It's absolutely insane. And so the market had a big day last Friday. And I want to talk about sort of what happens when the market is cranking like that. There's some bad news maybe on the horizon for those of you that love gold. That hurts my heart a little bit because my pops is way into gold. And so those precious metals might have a little bit of a pullback. And also the brand new post on Facebook, well, on my personal page anyway, and a ton of folks are recommending some books. So today we want to take a look at that as well. All right, so if we first take a look over here at the gold chart, my friends, I'm going to jump over and share my screen. This is gold on the 4-hour chart. And this is what I used to call back in the day Class A divergence. And that is when we get some bearish divergence and we're getting some more of it. So price is rising up here, but the RSI has been falling for quite some time, even as the market is making new highs. That's not good news for gold bulls. This is the GLD. This is that ETF that tracks gold. If we draw a horizontal line underneath this, what was once resistance and is now support, if we break that level, this is really bad for precious metals. It's bad for silver. It's bad for gold. We most likely would be on the way to at least test the lows from the end of March and beginning of April at 148, or all the way down to 137. And that's the ETF again. You could look at, for example, gold futures. You could probably get the same kind of, you do. You get the same, you get the same kind of movement, maybe as far down as 1450 and at least as far down as 1580, 85 or so. But there's good news on the silver lining. There's a possibility that gold recovers because it's bouncing off of last month's pivot, this purple line, this black level that we're at right now. It could bounce here. And then I'm not a bull again until we break above the highs 164 or so. We have to break through those highs first. What's happening here, folks, is that a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the fear that was plugged into the markets is now dissipating, and people are less fearful and they're more hopeful, and they see these job numbers improving, and they see the states in the United States opening back up, and they see businesses opening up, and they see tons of people getting on airplanes. They see tons of people booking trips, and people, even Royal Caribbean and whatever else. You even see, you booked a cruise. Didn't you book a cruise?
Yes, for next year.
You're not afraid of anything, right? You're not afraid of that?
Not afraid of anything.
Okay, so exactly. So he's going to go on a cruise. That's amazing. That's awesome. Holly, you going anywhere on any trips? Any big trips? Nope, no. Holly's not going anywhere. Not yet until we book you something right now. Where do you think Holly should go on a trip? Leave a comment below this. We'll send Holly and a friend. Let's do this. Let's send Holly. Holly's my assistant, and she's the greatest in the world. Why don't we send Holly on an all expenses paid vacation somewhere? Anybody have any ideas on where have you always wanted to go? That doesn't matter. We're gonna plan that for you and a friend. So there we go. Holly's gonna go on some vacation. You can leave the comments below here, or you can reply to this email and let me know. And then we'll do the big reveal sometime. We'll do like a big. When's your birthday? What month of the year?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, isn't it? It's coming up. Yeah. I knew it. I knew it.
Quick.
Is it Wednesday or Thursday? It's Thursday. It's Thursday, everyone. It's Holly's birthday. Can we just pop in, Taylor or Jen, pop in a little smiling picture of Holly? Let's also get Holly's Instagram turned back on. Did you know that my assistant, Holly, Instagram, for some reason, shut her Instagram down? So we got to solve that. Anyway, that's a look at gold. What happens is when all of this enthusiasm gets poured back into the market, and the markets go up and they make new highs, and you're seeing the Qs, you're seeing the tech stocks, you're seeing the Apple make new highs, you're seeing the Microsoft is going to probably pop here in a bit. You see these tech companies doing really well. It's kind of unavoidable that the precious metals ease off a bit because the money comes out of the precious metals and it goes into the risky assets. That's the risk on trade. And there's a lot of weird correlations going on right now. You could probably also at the same time, you could probably also see oil doing well if the stocks do well also, but we don't know. So it's all down to stocks right now. Stocks are going to lead the way. We're going to watch to see if stocks make new highs, and then if they do, then gold's probably heading lower and vice versa. All right. In addition, I'd love for you to leave a comment below here. I put a call out on my personal Facebook page but also here inside of Facebook on the business or in the YouTube here, could you also let me know a book that's really made a big difference for you in your life? So I put a call out today. Drew Day, my friend Drew, said The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I read that a while ago. Every single one of those four agreements are things that I could really work on personally. And if 2020 is going to be about anything for me, it's not going to be about making posts on Facebook about political stuff that I don't know anything about, that it's not my place to make anything about. It's about me becoming a better person and fighting for change and fighting for more peace and less strife and less toxicity in our relationships. Where I can make a difference, I definitely want to make a difference. So that's a really good place for me to start to make myself a better person. But also there were all kinds of really great recommendations. Aaron Campbell, my buddy from 20 years ago, we started a business together listening to Tom Petty's Full Moon Fever. We listened to that album 200 times and built a bunch of companies up. He said, what doesn't kill you makes you blacker. That was a great one. So Misha wrote The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. I bought that right away because I read the first couple of pages. The Passage trilogy by Justin Cronin. Do you like vampire books? This is a scary vampire book. The Passage was amazing. I forgot he wrote two more books. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I think I watched that movie. This Is How by Augustin Burroughs. And then just tons of other recommendations. The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, which I loved. Brian Stickney loved Atomic Habits. I love that book. Brett Holmes said Joseph Campbell, A Hero with a Thousand Faces. I hold myself up in the Harold B. Lee Library in the winter of 1993. And I read that book. I just sat there and I got transfixed and I stayed until the morning until the library closed that night. We used to be a big thing in our, you would get the challenge to sleep overnight in the library where you weren't supposed to. Okay, anyway. And then Brett said, oh, well, if you've already read that one, then Manufacturing Consent always blows my hair back. It's a book about how mainstream media or how just the mass media influences us to think in a certain way. Say, for instance, believe that there's some crazy virus spreading around the world so that every business in the world can close down and billionaires can buy a bunch of real estate and stocks on the cheap.
Sounds real familiar.
Ding! Can we put a little ding and a little sparkle in my eye? Ding! Okay, that's all tongue-in-cheek. Anti-Fragile by Nassim Taleb. Rosa Montero, the Bruna Husky trilogy. Marina Troiani. Cam White, The Fourth Turning. Eric Lasker said The Historian. Nicole says she doesn't have time to read. I told her to get a prescription for Adderall. Ryan Coral, Roots by Alex Haley. I'm very much looking forward to that. Mike Humphreys first needed to brag that he read 4 to 5 books a month. I read 4 to 5 books a minute. Let's just all just challenge each other to one-up each other. I just want to know the name of your books. I don't need to know how fast you can read them. Morgan loved Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. And Tina loved How Not to Die. I loved that book. Dune, The Quiet American, The 3 Laws of Performance. I love this. Anyway, the books go on and on. I'd love to hear what books you love. And I'd love to make 2020 the year I do a better job of some of the things that I've fallen short on. I try to improve myself as a person. I try to do a better job for you. I try to do a better job in my relationships at work and in my personal life. And I think starting the process of reading and having some introspection is a really good place to start with that. I think the other good place to start, my friends, and the most important message in this video is watch for gold to break down below that level and let's see what happens. But the other most important thing is where are we going to send Holly for her birthday trip? Leave a comment below or reply back to these emails and let us know what you think. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.